Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. Welcome any newbies and welcome all my original gangsters. Much love. Today I'm doing a channeled reading for the collective. There won't be a pile to choose from and it will be angel messages. Channeled messages from angels for this particular leg of your life, this part of your growth and your journey. I have about 6 decks out. I think 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks out which I'll be using. And I'm getting told that there could be some real specific pinpointed messages for individuals on here, but names won't be mentioned. I don't know who you are. I mean, I channel, so until I do the channeling, I won't know what comes through myself. I have announcements as I always do. Thank you to all my new subscribers and all my subscribers in general. I'm really grateful for your energy and your love and care. I love it when people comment on the group and give me feedback and tell me if my pile or their reading or what have you has resonated, etc. I do not use WhatsApp. I will not cold canvas. I will not reach out acting in a manner suggesting you need to book me for a reading. If anybody's mimicking myself, Sage Circle or Amythyst Black, which is my name, please report to YouTube and myself in the description box. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the booked readings. If you're interested in a reading, you will find that information in the description box. I'm just going to have a drink, sorry. Okay, I can hear an ambulance or a siren. Yeah, it's actually definitely an ambulance flying up my street. So can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it. So that's the message. It'll be interesting to see what comes through for that. I want to give a shout out to my soul tribe, my soul family, Vicky D'Souza at Angel Heart Readings. Much love. I'd love it if you went over there and sussed out Vicky's channel. She's quite a good reader and gentle in her approach with people. And Chris Firestone at SilverWolf Tarot 1111. Shout out to Chris. Chris is my fiance. Chris is a fantastic tarot reader, never skips a beat and doesn't sugarcoat anything either. So I recommend you suss out their channels, please. And let's get into this reading now. Let's see what comes up. I do know that my hands have turned ice. They've gone icy cold since I've been sitting here. And I had really bad indigestion, like heartburn just before. So somebody's obviously got some indigestion or something to do with their sacral chakra, which needs some help. So let's pull out some cards and see what messages we have today from the angels. I'm not sure which angels are coming through. I just know that there are more than one angel in my energetic space at the moment. There's a group of angels in here watching. So first card is Strength and Guidance. Wow. Let me have a look. And we've got, Angelic Protection. No way. These cards are just fantastic. Look at that. Oh, so good. It's like he's got selenite and light pouring through his chest. And here we go here. Angelic Protection. Beautiful. Look at this symbol and energetic field of this angel. Okay, so let's see what happens. Give me a minute. I'm going to channel. Can I have some messages, please, Spirit? Archangel Haniel's in the room. And we've got Do the Work. Can I just have one more of those for now, please? Woo! And Harmony and Resolution. Oh, wow. Okay. So just give me a sec. Spirit's saying to use these cards a bit later again, but that's it for now. Okay. So your overall messages to do with what's going on in your life right now. You could be in a peaceful state, or you could have some turmoil and stuff going around you. When people have readings or come and look online for readings like this, it doesn't always mean that they've got bad things going on. They're just in a harmonious state. So it's nice to have that energy come through as well. And I am getting told that whoever actually is in that peaceful state, that does have a good balance of harmony going on in their life at the moment, this is just a clear message from Spirit to say to you that you've done the right thing, you've worked on yourself, or you've worked on your situations, and you've earned that time of solitude or respite or stuff away from drama, which other people in your life, it seems to be going around others, but not so much you at this time. And Spirit's saying you're on the right path, that you've got protection going on around you, that you've done the work. Now, Spirit is also saying for those of us, or you, whoever that are watching this, I don't have any turmoil in my life at this point in time, but Spirit's saying for those that do, there is people around us that really need a reality check. And the angels are showing me Like they've been trying to get other people in your immediate lives, trying to get their attention to say to them, hey, your attitude's a bit shitty, or, you know, the way you're approaching other people in your life right now is a bit rude or a bit backhanded or a bit off-commented or a bit abrupt or what have you. And Spirit's letting you know that you might have like a child in your life that's a little bit older or younger that's having some issues with kids at school, or you might have, you know, even just an adult child in your life that is sort of having some issues with friendships and stuff going on around them at this time. And Spirit is really trying to get the other parties involved to pull their head in and step back into that energy of alignment. Spirit is saying that if somebody in your immediate life has come to you and says that they feel that they're being bullied or singled out at this time, Spirit is saying that is the 100% genuine truth, just so you know. What have we got going on here? There's a lot of strength with your guidance. Pull that strength from the guidance you're getting from Spirit. It does say angelic protection. You're highly protected. Do the work and harmony and resolution. So what Spirit's saying, for those of you that does have a bit of discord going on around you in your life at the moment, Spirit's saying that it's really important to work on that situation and help somebody else or others in need at the same time, because that harmony and resolution will come through, but you just might need to join forces, safety in numbers, I suppose, to get the energy out. The next card is inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Oh, that goes in line with these two cards. And look, this color, you know, there's got that green in here and that orangey sort of mustardy color. That's in here all up through this card, also through this card, also through this card. So it's all in alignment. The next one says expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Spirit's actually saying, look, there's all these butterflies going around the card here. There's and elephants as well, so that's interesting. So Spirit's saying that other people are sort of stuck on a rut. They're stuck in like this wheel, like a hamster wheel that goes round and round and round at the moment. And no matter what you say or do, you can't sort of get them to jump off that hamster wheel. And Spirit's saying, don't bother. Spirit's saying don't even bother trying. Do the work that you need to do to help certain people in your life, but don't actually do the work for them, but help them get the work done that they need to do, but don't actually let them take advantage of your kind nature, for example. And we've got outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachment, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I am open to receive. Wow, that is so beautiful. Just let me listen to Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's saying that this is a really good time in our lives, regardless of where we are, career, finances, family, friends, and all that sorts of stuff. It's a really good time to just really shift and remove those energetic attachments associated with past situations, whether it's past relationships, as in romantic ones, whether it's issues that you've had from childhood to do with like school bullies, and that's twice the school bully scenarios come up, so that could be a message. Obviously, I think that is one of the pinpointed messages that I mentioned Spirit said will come out earlier. You know, it's a really good time, and attachments could be to food. Those energetic relationships that people have does actually form in a material setting as well, so you could be addicted to your phone, or you could have attachments to things that are holding you down, as in, you know, you might watch too much television, or, you know what I mean, like whatever that level of attachment in, it could be like too much coffee and things like that. And Spirit's saying that, you know, outrageous openness. Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments. And Spirit's saying you will be surprised what comes from that if you're able to let that go and usher in new energy. And we've got surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you are dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. That's twice the ego word has come out with expansiveness. Ego here is on here. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Okay, I actually just had a conversation with somebody today about me feeling like what they've been going through in the last 12 to 14 days or so is actually an ego death of sorts. And it sounds brutal when we talk about an ego death. It doesn't mean that that person is being perceived as being egotistical and all this sorts of stuff. What it means is that there's a higher consciousness that has taken place into your higher chakras, and there's been these downloads and this energy pouring through your core that you're getting these realizations from. It's like, oh, you're having these aha moments. You might be having epiphanies and stuff at the moment. And this is where that ego death comes in. Some people are very humble about it. Some people sleep a lot. If you need to sleep at this time, do it. Some people get exhausted, and some people get really crazy bouts of energy. So all these cards are flicking out. Just give me a minute. So what Spirit's saying is that if you are going through that path of that ego death and you know it to be true, Spirit says just surrender to the higher cause. It doesn't mean that you're being outed or people are thinking of you as an egotistical person. It's just the way it's said. It's quite brutal. But yeah, you're definitely getting a realization about specific people and situations in your life at this time. What do we got here? Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. I just said if you need to sleep extra or what have you, yeah, you need to have that rest. And I did say at the start of the reading, not everybody comes and has a reading because they've got turmoil or toxicity going on in their immediate lives. It just means that you're actually in a really good space right now and you want to see what Spirit has to say. The angels are saying, and this is what this card's about. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So those of you that are doing that right now, keep it up. You've got a few more bouts of energy to, like unlearning energy to come from that at the moment, as in, you know, sometimes when things are still and quiet, we actually have that humble download, you know, and Spirit saying that's great for you. For those of you that know it's coming, that you can actually get into that space soon, embrace it as soon as it comes. There's a bit of a shadow element going on here, so maybe there is some ego death going on, and if it's not you, it could be a person in your life. And we've got Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And that comes with that other card. I said that you might need to help somebody. It says do the work. This is what this card is saying. Regardless of your gender or whether you identify as genderless or what have you, I say it all the time, we do have that masculine and feminine energies in our auric field, in our soul spaces, even though souls are technically genderless, but there's that masculine and feminine balance coming through right now, and you need to bring in that feminine energy, which is about the heart space, about the thoughts involved with what's going on, and not so mental and analytical and trying to come from that intellectual property of masculine. We've got the initiation, rite of passage, and crossing the threshold. Oh, there's definitely ego death going on here. If I knew this before I did the reading, I could have said this reading's about ego death, honestly, because this is what reading's turning into. And then we've got trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? Now, remember, the second card I pulled out today was the divine angelic protection, right? So the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I love this card. I love the fact that there's that beautiful thunder and stuff going on up in the sky, the lightning I should say, but down below here, when you walk through that passage, there's a difference. There's things that are going on that people can't see. Like if they step back into your energy and into your life, they would see the pain and the heartache where you've come from, but at the same time you're able to walk away from that and have a fresh perspective. Oh my God, it's such a nice energy. Somebody is going to actually get money. I'm getting told the angels are saying there is a fair level of abundance coming in for somebody at the moment, whether you're aware of it or not. Just pull out a few more of those, and this one says trust your path. Now I'm quite throaty. I feel like, my throat's really dry. Give me a second, please. Whoever you are, you really need to have a conversation with that specific person in your life. I'm getting told it's a male energy that you need to have a conversation with, whether it's a family member, a partner, a father, a brother, a work colleague. There is a conversation that you need to have at this time. Your throat chakra is playing up. There's blue in this card. There's blue here in the water. There's blue through here. Spirit's saying you really need to step into your power, bring in your heart space and your feminine energy. Maybe do a bit of chakra work, okay? And we've got, I'm getting told that level of abundance for some people could be to do with work and career, and somebody's acting up about it, generally because there's a gender divide here. So you could be working alongside people that really don't believe in gender equality. You could be working alongside a man that seems to think that men should be earning more money than women and all this sorts of stuff. So I'm just letting you know that is a specific message. As Spirit said, specific messages are coming through. So we've got pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Woo! Yeah, do the work. There is a harmonious resolution coming, okay? We've got don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Yes, you need to speak up. Come from that heart space, that energy there, all right? This person's crown's right open. She's ready to receive. She's got her physical eyes blocked, but she's got her third eye and her crown like really pushed out into the ether right now. And Spirit's saying you need to come from that space. And we've got leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. And we've got Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And that is that card when it comes through as being nurtured and stuff. So what Spirit's saying is it's really important right now to not be hard on yourself, but to keep pushing forward if you've got things going on in your life that you know you have to work on and push forward through. Spirit's saying get a few more of those particular cards out. So I'm getting told that if you've got somebody in your life that seems to be having a hard time at work and they are in a really career driven environment and they love what they do, but they're coming home stressed and they're not eating properly and they've got stuff going on, Spirit's saying that's why, because there is somebody in their environment that's giving them a hard time. The angels are saying the overall general messages for this collective reading is that of growth and being humble. Spirit's saying that what you need to understand at this time of your life is everything that's going on around you is for your higher purposes and for your higher good. Spirit's saying that if you're not happy with somebody, please communicate. Come from that feminine energy though, even if you are male or genderless or what have you need to bring in that feminine approach and come from your heart space, because even if the people that you, or the person that you need to communicate with won't accept what you have to say, at least you know you've come from that right energy. So what have we got here? Imrama, where are you being called to journey? Wow. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Yeah. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Oh my goodness. Maybe somebody's closeted here. Maybe somebody's on the verge of coming out and you're going to get a sense of liberation and freedom and power in your own right as a soul on this planet. Maybe you're about to come out the closet. Woo, I think you'll be fine. And it says Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Yeah, and for those people that do know you are a starseed and stuff, or do have a lot to do with Pleiades energy or the Pleiadians, etc., it's really important to know that you do need rest sometimes. It's very tiring. Don't forget to play. Don't forget to have fun. Remember to laugh and incorporate those energies around you. It says, where are you being called to journey? I think that maybe somebody's getting itchy feet. Like that saying itchy feet means that you're ready to move, have movement or have change, and maybe that could be why you've come on today to see this reading. And Spirit's saying that the change that you have is coming, but you don't be so heavy and hard-headed about it in yourself. You know, you've got a double mission going on here, you know, channeling and uplifting humanity. So for those of you that aren't readers or don't do tarot or things like that, Spirit's saying you still have a mission to raise the vibration from that feminine love and heart space into the world. You actually are one of the few people on the planet that are aware that you've got something bigger to step into, a bigger calling. And that's what it says here. Where are you being called to? And when I say one of the few people on the planet, there's 7 billion people or something on Earth. And you know what, if 4 or 5 million of us are actually stepping into our authentic power, that's nowhere near 7 million. And they've got Mentican, so it says longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. Ta-da! And there's all that throat chakra space stuff coming up again, and I did say that you probably need to work on your throat chakra. For those of you that are inquiring about money, the angels are saying your needs will be met, but it might necessarily be money handed into your bank or placed in your hand, but your needs will be met. There's a roundabout ways and surprises that are coming. There's a level of creativity to do with how you receive abundance. But I'm also getting told for those people that do manifestations and abundance candles and things like that, this is the time to actually really pull in on that energy at the moment and keep it up. Don't give up because you haven't actually had that boundary where you've hit that threshold. Don't feel like there's a boundary there now because you've done as much as you can and you haven't seen the results. You'll be surprised what the results are. Okay, and we've got peace, cherry blossom. Yeah, I do think some people that are watching this are quite peaceful in your own little bubble. Again, there's a lot of blue through all these cards today. There's some throat chakra stuff going on, however, and protection, Daisy. And that is the second time the protection word has come up today. And Spirit saying you are highly protected. I'm getting told that people need to maybe come out of their tower. I'm getting told that people don't need to be so locked off and so cooped up, and it's okay to get out in your community, go for a walk, go for a drive, go to the shops, you know, go and do something different. You can let your guard down a bit now because you are highly protected at this time. We've got enthusiasm. Woo! There's the blues again. And we've got desire. Oh, and can I have 2 more of those, please? Transformation. There's different colored chakras coming through here. And we've got awareness. Yes! So Spirit is saying you know what you need to do. If you're in a time of contemplation and you're in a rest period, that's fantastic. But for those of you that are actually getting a bit of itchy feet now, you're ready for change, you're ready for movement, Spirit's saying call it in yourself. You're quite capable and able to bring that in yourself. So I've got another little deck here. Let's see. Now there is a book that goes with these cards, but I'm going to be giving channeled messages from whatever cards come out, not from the book at this time. So we've got anchor. Woo! Ooh, the coffin. Sailboat. Oops, a couple have fallen on the ground. They will do this for there. Okay, book. Let me just get through the ones we've got here in front of us, please, Spirit. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that you're grounded. You've got that level of grounding that you need. And if that's not your situation, you go, yeah, I know that I'm grounded, but I don't know what I'm doing now because I'm so grounded. I feel like there's no movement. Spirit said, no. You are anchored in a way that gives you the availability to move around spiritually, move through your gifts. You might write, you might do writing, you might actually be a carer, you might work in the health industry. And Spirit's saying, don't think for a minute that you can't flourish and push out around you and not feel so boxed in, not feel like you don't have something to aspire to or places to move around yourself. You've got to get creative with that. You've got a lot of abundance around you at this time. Now the coffin, for me, that is saying that there's been a death, and I did say earlier an ego death. There could be an ego death going on with you or those around you. It could be subtle or it could be really up on your grill and you just might be like, oh my God, I can't even stand the smell of food cooking in the kitchen at the moment. It's invasive, and that's why there's been an ego death go on. But Spirit's saying that not to be alarmed obviously by that coffin box. It just means that you've got things going on in your life that are now going to be put to rest, that are no longer serving you. And by the book, this says to me that you need to listen to your intuition, go with your gut feeling, come back to that basic source of what you know in yourself to be real and right. If people are saying things to you in your life that don't seem to add up or don't make sense, or you're lost and you're torn and there's a lot of toxicity and addictive behaviors and stuff going around you in your immediate home life and your immediate world, Spirit's saying be by the book, listen to yourself and do what you know what's right for you regardless of what anybody else is saying, because you know what's written in your own energy. And Spirit's also saying sail. So basically this is a sailboat, and Spirit's saying that journey that you're seeking, that transformation that you're wondering about, that new growth, that direction that you want to go in is right here. It's coming. That is part of your abundance package. Again, there are blues all over this card, okay? There's blues in here, there's blue on here, there's blue on here, there's blue all through this card. So you really need to work on your throat chakra. The next card is blue as well, and it's the whip. It's a whip. So Spirit's saying you need to keep working away and trudging away at what you're working through in your own private life at the moment. Don't worry if other people aren't on the same page. Don't worry about if you need to get permission or feel like you need to have a conversation with people to make sure they're comfortable with you working in a certain job, or, you know what I mean? Like hanging out with a certain friend circle or what have you. Don't let that disrupt your everyday living. Just crack the whip and keep moving forward with what you've got going on, okay? It's horrible when we're in relationships in our lives, even with immediate family and friends and stuff, that we feel like we have to answer to all the time. We feel like we have to give them explanations about what we're doing in our movements in our life. And that's what Spirit's saying here. Don't let that bring you down. You just crack the whip and do what you're doing, as long as you're doing it from that space of authenticity. Now we've got the woman dressed up. This could be a bride to me. She's holding a bouquet. So Spirit's saying that there could be some sort of a merging going on in your life right now. You could be merging. You could be doing collaborations for work. You could have just got a new contract for work. You could be actually out applying for different jobs, and there could be some sort of a married connection there, as in you sign a contract, somebody else sign a contract. Ta-da, there's that level of abundance coming in. For those of you that are inquiring about relationships and love and romance, which hasn't really come up today, Spirit's saying here that you need to just remember what your role is in that relationship and why you're in a relationship with that person, and not worry about what everybody else has to say, because you could be looking at yourself like this in this glorious state. I mean, this woman's fabulous, or your partner could be looking at you like that, and you guys know you have a good relationship, but other people aren't happy for you. So, and look at this card next to it. It's a man. Wow. So there's your answer. If you're inquiring about if somebody has feelings for you and you really actually know this person, like it's not just somebody you've just met online, like, you know, on a dating app recently, or somebody that you smile at when you go to the grocery store twice a week or what have you. It's not that type of standing next to each other. This man's in a suit, he's ready to rumble. This woman's in a dress, she's standing in that feminine power with that pink all around her, and that's that unconditional love. And Spirit's saying you need to nurture yourself, and that will help nurture your partner or the relationship you've got going on. Or you could be calling in this. Somebody could have been doing some magic or some manifestations to bring in that relationship, and Spirit's saying it's right here. Look, it's in the cards. Next card is the clouds, right? And the last card is a baby. Okay, so if any of you are inquiring about pregnancy, I don't talk about pregnancy very often. It's not something I bring up in my cards. But if this does evolve around a child, or I did say earlier, you could have a child that's having issues with some children at school or what have you, Spirit's saying that, you know, there is an element of purity here associated with this person. Like I said, if somebody's coming up to you and saying that they are getting bullied at work, or even if they're an adult or what have you, you need to understand that what they're saying to you is coming from that place of purity. They are being childlike in their approach, so their feelings are getting hurt. For those of you that are inquiring about pregnancy and stuff, like I said, I generally won't do pregnancy reads, particularly on a collective channeled message for YouTube. I'm sorry, it's not live. Oh, somebody's got something to say. Hang on a minute. I'm getting told that somebody is hiding a pregnancy, though. Somebody's hiding a pregnancy, and it's getting to that point you're not going to be able to hide it much more, because you're starting to show, you're about to start to show. But I'm also getting told that whoever that is that has been hiding that pregnancy, it's to keep that child safe in utero, so you're not forced by friends, or not friends, but family or partner situations, or their family or what have you, to actually not continue on with that pregnancy. So you've done the right thing, is what Spirit's saying, but you're running out of time, you have to share. And then we've got the clouds here. So what Spirit's saying is that even though you're probably coming from that space of love, and you've got your rose tinted glasses on, and all this wonderful stuff's going around these people in your life or around you, there still are some clouds in the sky, and you can't really see what's behind those clouds. I mean, the sun's peeping through, but is the other clouds going to block the sun? Are they creeping over the sun, or are they moving away from the sun? And Spirit says that's what you need to be aware of right now, that even though you've got good things on the horizon, there's a little bit of shadow going on around you. So we've got a pride, number 19. I did say earlier that somebody might be coming out of the closet. Congratulations. And we've got time out, and that was the third message about having a rest at this time in your life. We've got patience. Yeah, so those of you that do have itchy feet and really want that stuff to come forward in your life right now, and what's the next step? Spirit's saying that it's not really up for me today to be able to say to people, you know, you need to walk down this path, or you need to walk down that path. Spirit's just saying that you need to have faith and have patience. We've got love. I love love. Look, there is that blue in the card there, that throat element again. Spirit is saying love is love is love. Spirit's saying that you need to understand that love isn't just a hug and a kiss, and love isn't just saying I love you. We all have different love languages. We all communicate differently when it's associated with love. The angels are saying that they have been singing. There's a lot of singing involved, like beautiful angelic singing. I can hear it. Just give me a sec. Oh, it's just beautiful. Spirit is saying that these angels are singing praise for the level of love that you're instilling into people's worlds at the moment, or the level of love that you're calling in to have around you at the moment. It's really important that you remember to self-nurture. We've got, and the patience card, like I said, we've got nature. So maybe you need to get back to basic, and that's what I said with that card with the book in it. It's about coming from that authentic self. It's about stripping back bare and knowing what you've got going on in your life, regardless of what's going on around you. Go by the book at the moment. If your gut feelings in tune to something and what's going on around you is a little bit off, listen to your gut. And it says follow your dreams. Wow. Can I have two more of these? Whoop, there we go. And two flipped over. We've got, look, happy ending, holy shit, and moderation. Yay! Bit of heart stuff going on here. Right, so just let me channel. Yeah, the angelic realm, there's a lot of angels here at the moment. It's almost like a small window of opportunity. A small portal is open next to me to the right side of my space, and Spirit is saying that the angels are really pouring as much light and as much love and as much energy all over you. I'm getting told that there's somebody that has concern about a woman in that's not in spirit yet, sorry, but it's close to passing over. And Spirit's saying that you need to know that she has already made contact with the spirit realm and her higher self, and that they will be taking her. That was her true wish, to go to the end. Angels, well, she didn't say the angelic realm, but to go to the angels and have time with them before she has to fulfill her duties when she passes over. So they're saying that they are allowing that to happen. Can I have a couple more of these angel cards, please? Whoops. Here we go. We've got forgiveness and understanding. We've got manifestation. I did say earlier about keeping up with manifestations, please, at this time. We've got clear, cancel, and release. I love this card. Some of these cards are quite androgynous as well. Like some of them look quite feminine but quite masculine at the same time. We've got transformation. Oh, yeah. Work out what you've got going on. And we've got vulnerability and freedom. Wow. So, hang on, there's two more. Actually, there's three here in my hand. We've got ease and grace. Oh, no, this guy's a monk and he's coming from that space where he's tapped into himself. He's tapped into source. It's all around him. Again, that heart chakra. Sorry, not heart chakra. That throat chakra, blues in the background there. But again, his third eye and his crown chakra are right open to receive at the moment. So continue on with your downloads. Continue on with whatever it is you're thinking and feeling. And ask Spirit to help you clear up that throat. You need to work on that. We've got listen deeply. Wow. Now, I did say, like, this person here looks young. This could be a teenager or something. And I did say that if a child is getting bullied at school or a young adult or something's having issues, what they're saying is very true. They're coming from that authentic space. They're coming from that childlike need for love and guidance at this time. And to please, please, please nurture them. And we've also got courage and bravery. I fucking love this card. Look at this shield. Again, that could be a male, that could be a female. It wouldn't matter, would it? It doesn't really matter. The sun. You might need to pull on the sun energy. Wow. So I'm going to pull a couple of more of these small little weird cards. And then I've got a couple little affirmation thingies here I've pulled out. So what's your overall messages, angels? What do you want to say to this collective, very odd but very detailed reading today? We've got the stork. Oh, I've got two messages from that. We've got the key, we've got the ring, and we've got the bear. Can I have two more? We've got the ice caps, and we have a dog. Right. Yeah, okay. So what Spirit's saying is, collectively, your overall messages about this reading today is that wherever you are in your journey, you're on the right path. But if you're stressed from everyday life influences and just living in that human condition, Spirit's saying it's your responsibility to pull yourself up from that energetically. Just because somebody else around you is grumpy, it doesn't mean it has to turn your whole day, for example. Like Spirit's saying, you really need to step into that glorious state and just keep at it. Just keep working at what you've got going on around you. We're all at different phases on our path, and Spirit's saying there is a lot of abundance around people at the moment, whether you're aware of it or yet of it or not yet at this time. Spirit's saying they have your back. You're highly protected. You're guided to walk down the right path, to walk into the right environments, the right situations. If you're calling in new friends, if you're calling in new levels of family from higher self and things like that, Spirit's saying that that is a level of abundance and it's coming from your manifestation as well. Now the stalk, now there's two messages here. The first message is just that somebody is probably stalking your social media. And it's interesting, I had this discussion earlier today with my fiance about somebody that we know has been stalking my social media. Actually, going right back through my Facebook, to my very beginning of my Facebook, going over all my photos, just obsessed with me at the moment. And it's not a romantic obsession in any way either. So that is a message for you. You could have a sense that somebody's doing that to you, and Spirit's saying your answer is yes, because there's the stalk on the page. But Spirit's also saying there is new opportunities coming for somebody, whoever you are that is having that rest period, as we all are, regardless of where we are on our journey at the moment. We're having that rest period before we take flight with the new ideas, before the stalk literally comes and hands you that bundle of new life. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean a baby. In fact, I don't think it means a baby at all. The key, Spirit's saying you are the key. And I did say earlier, Spirit says that you really need to be in tune with yourself at the moment. The angels are saying that you need to really just focus on yourself and be accountable for what's going on in your immediate world. If you're not happy with the energy around you, don't let it bring you down. Just keep working at it, because you will have that peaceful and harmonious resolution. You are the key. Now the ring. Now I did say earlier the man and the woman and the bride, and the next minute the next card that actually did come out was the male standing next to it. Now Spirit's saying this particular card means two things. You could be in a holy union with somebody. You could be in a relationship, or you've just met. You're about to meet a life partner. that you brought into your life, and Spirit's saying that this is a clear indication that the person you're thinking of instinctively could possibly be the one for you. You could be having that level of relationship with them where there is engagement. Spirit or the angels are also saying that for others, this doesn't actually mean a ring. It just means a circle, that you have come full circle. You've completed off a lot of cycles. There has been a genuine ego death going here, and Spirit wants you to know they are proud of you. They want you to be brave. Now we've got the polar bear. Now what Spirit's saying here is that it's okay to be in that chill out space, and it's okay to come from that energy where fuck everybody else, I don't care which way they step, I'm doing what's right for me. But Spirit says, but don't come from that gnarly aspect where you are making people feel like they can't come to you and talk to you because you're just so blasé about, no, I don't care, you know. And then we've got the ice cap here. And what Spirit's saying, these two go hand in hand. Spirit's saying, don't come across as an ice queen. You're not an ice maiden. And that's not to the outside of the world. That's to yourself. Give yourself some love. The love card come up, the self-love card come up. You need to give yourself some self-love. Spirit's saying, stop being so bloody hard on yourself. And then the last card out of these cards is the dog. And Spirit's saying, you've got loyal friends in your life. You've got loyal people or situations in your life, or it could just be you being loyal to yourself on the path that you're walking, even though others around you don't necessarily agree with what you're doing. Like I said, sometimes we're in situations in our lives where we feel we have to answer to others and give an explanation for what we're doing in our life. Spirit's saying, you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path. Keep loyal to yourself. And for those of you that have called in new friends and people that you can class as love and family in your life, Spirit's saying the people that are coming or have just come in are definitely loyal and they're keepers, okay? You can trust them. The little affirmations we've got here, it says, those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Yep, ego death. The highest tribute to the dead is not grief, but gratitude. Oh, wow. And that coffin card come up. Hang on a minute. The highest tribute to the dead is not grief but gratitude. Oh, fantastic. So pull out of this little ego death that's going on around you or through you or around other people in your immediate life. Pull out of that a level of gratitude. Go, thank goodness for that. I've had some growth. Thank you, Spirit. Rah, rah, rah. Thank you, angels. And move forward from that. Come from that space of gratitude. Don't grieve. And we've got affirmation of the month. I seek out new perspectives. You don't have to do it of the month. That's just what's written on there. I seek out new perspectives. And the last one says, the ultimate value of life depends upon awareness rather than upon mere survival. Wow, I'm going to read that again. Ooh, I just got chills, far out. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness rather than upon mere survival. Yes, this is that bear here in survival mode, okay? You don't have to make others unintentionally feel uncomfortable. Just remember to be open to receive and come from that space and that heart space of gratitude and love with your attitude. There's 4 more cards here and I'm going to actually pull them out because I was just sitting there. It says honesty and communication. Yes, communication is the key. Thank you so much, Spirit, for clarifying the bloody throat chakra stuff. We've got divine timing. Oh, hallelujah. We've got friendship and union. This is what I've just talked about. And we've got take a step back. Yes, so that doesn't necessarily mean take a step back after all this nice little messages have come through, but this is another reminder. That's the 4th reminder that you need to rest, or the 5th reminder even, that you need to rest, recuperate, rejuvenate, have a bit of a sleep if you need to, you know, stay in bed 15 or 20 minutes earlier in the morning if you can, even if you're living a very fast-paced life. Eat a little different, you know. Don't go to a commitment that you're not interested in going to just because it's expected of you and things like that. Like, take a step back, nurture yourself, honor yourself. You are highly protected right now. Okay, you've got the strength and the guidance that you need. You just need to be open to receive, and you've got the angelic protection. And again, there's that blue there. That could even be Archangel Michael with the blue sword, or with the sword, or what have you, and the blue. So what you need to do is really remember that you do have that strength and guidance, and you do have that angelic protection, and just be easy on yourself. Don't be difficult on yourself, okay? There's no need to be difficult on yourself because you feel like you're not as far up the road as what you could be. Look at that. That would almost be a whole deck's worth of cards. All right. Blessed be. Much love. I'll be back. Peace out. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to have a chat. Take care. Love, Amethyst.